Tara from the channel Imtaramichelle, and today I am the guest vlogger on Hairfinity. Today I'll be showing you guys how to get a Selena Gomez inspired fishtail braid that she rocked at the Flaunt magazine party. It's super easy to do and it looks super chic but yet messy, and I just love it. Before I get started and show you guys how to do this look, make sure to click down below the button that says subscribe. Click it because you want to be up to date with whatever Hairfinity has in store for you. If you guys like this, also click the thumbs up button to let us know and leave your comments down below. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're just going to start off with second day hair, which is what I have. I did curl it a little bit yesterday, which is why there are some subtle curls in it, but my hair is naturally wavy, so that's the texture I have in my hair. And we're just going to take all of our hair and put it to one side. So for a fishtail braid, you just need two separate parts rather than a typical braid. So just to make it easier for you to understand, this part of my hair is going to be part 1 and this is going to be part 2. So we're going to start with taking an outer part of part 2 and then crossing it over to part 1, and then just combining it with the rest of the hair. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take an outer part of part 1 and cross that over to part 2. And again, just put that in the whole chunk of hair. And then again, I'm going to take an outer part of part 2 and cross it over to part 1. Like so. Make sure that the whole time you're doing this, you only have 2 separate parts, because if you have 3, you're pretty much doing it wrong. So again, I'm just going to take an outside part of part 1 and cross it over for part 2. Then take an outside part of part 2 and cross it over to part 1. And then take an outside part of part 1 and cross it over to part 2. So it's obviously very simple, so I'm just going to continue those steps all the way down. So now that there's a little bit of hair left, you're just going to want to take an elastic and tie it around, making sure there is a little bit of hair left on the bottom. So the braid should come out looking just like this. So now when we have the main braid done, we're just going to want to floof it up a little bit at the top, kind of make it a little bit more messy and bouncy. Like that, and keep it more secure near the bottom. So now we're just going to take our front section of hair and pull it out of the braid. Like that. So just about this much would be good. Also, you can pull out a little bit on this side and floof it up, just kind of make it a little more messy. So now we're in my bathroom and we have some messiness to the hair. So what we're gonna do is take a 1-inch curling iron. I have this one, which works perfectly for me. And I'm just going to take the loose pieces, and for this side I'm just going to take the whole chunk and wrap it around the curling iron, not at the very base of the hair, but near the middle. And then I'm just going to hold that for like around 5 to 7 seconds. And then I'm just going to slightly release it into my hand, like so. I'm just going to kind of scrunch it in my hand after I release it, like so. What I like to do is also just go through it with my fingers, kind of make it a little looser. And on this side, all the pieces that kind of have fallen out, I'm just going to kind of, just take it out. And I'm going to do this exact same thing and curl it near the middle of the hair and just hold it for 5 to 7 seconds. And then just release it into my hand and just squish it. So you could keep the hairstyle just like this if you wanted a more elegant look, but I'm going for a more careless and messy feel. So I'm just taking the sea salt spray and spraying the hair that I just curled and scrunching it up and just making it a lot more texturized and messy. So I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other side. So you can tell that a lot more hair fell out on this side and it just kind of looks really messy. So what I like to do is take this side of my hair and split that in half and just take that back and take a bobby pin and just pin it back to the back of my head. Then I'm going to go ahead and take another bobby pin and take this part and just lightly pin it back so you can still see that it's here on the side of your head, and you can notice that there's messiness to the hair, but it's not in your way. Then you can either leave this part of your hair down, or you can kind of pin half of it up, which is what I'm going to show you. I'm just going to very lightly grab the hair and just kind of pin it back. And once I have some of it pinned, I'm just going to kind of mess around with it so it ends up looking like this. Then to keep the hairstyle in place, you're just going to take some hairspray and spray it. So that was my really easy tutorial of how to create Selena Gomez inspired braid. If you liked it, click the thumbs up button, subscribe to Hairfinity, and leave your comment down below. The biggest tip I have for you guys today is that when you're maintaining a certain hairstyle, healthy hair is 100% the most important thing ever. So with that being said, make sure to nourish your hair from the inside out with Hairfinity. Make sure to share this video on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, really whatever your heart desires, because you know you want to share it with your friends because you do. So again, I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and we will talk to you guys next time. Bye!